I cannot believe I am 35. So I recently celebrated my 35th birthday, and it was not anything I had planned or expected or any of that. Like, it was, to me, just another day. I didn't even want to celebrate. There were many shed tears leading up to my birthday, and it wasn't even related to turning 35. What are you doing here? Oh, my Lord. What are you doing here? You're at work. Yes, but is that? Oh, my Lord. Is this why y'all are standing outside and the kids are playing? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Cody. Happy birthday, Cody. I appreciate y'all. I know I was texting her. I don't know what time I texted her last night.
Oh my goodness, you're always so silly.
It was after 5. And I didn't know the number. And I go, Nichole. Came back until later.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
These are dream rules. This is someone else.
There's 35 of them. It's 21.
Let's tore the donuts up.
Do it right there. All right, get over here. Come on.
He's done. Eat.
Special birthday today. Everybody sing happy birthday. 1, 2.
And I had just been in this time of reflection, and life was getting hard, things kept happening, and I was like, is this really my life? Like, I am not happy with this. Like, this is not where I thought I would be. I thought I would be married by now. I thought I'd be further in my career by now. In fact, I thought I would be in a different career at this point in my life. Like, it is not the life I had planned out when I was 20 something. And I really had to just start reflecting and thinking back and really doing some self-work. And so I've spent this year talking about consistency and building systems and really just kind of reinventing my life, but not really. I really want to set myself up for success to change my life in 2025. I decided that I wanted to reinvent or change my life at this ripe old age of 35. And I know 35 is young, but it also feels very far from the youth I had in my 20s and the dreams and the aspirations I had. And while this is not the typical story of me starting over and reinventing my life because of divorce or loss in a way, I feel like when you have a life that it's good and you're still not happy, like, you're not allowed to talk about it. It's almost like, girl, you have this beautiful house, you have this beautiful son, like, you have this full life, like, what could you possibly want? And it's not even that. There's things missing. There's opportunities that I'm not going after. And it all boiled down to me not valuing myself. And I talked about this in another video on another channel, on my other channel, but I stopped betting on me. I stopped going after the things that I wanted that I knew would make me happy. I just decided I'm just going to pour into everyone else. I'm just going to give to everyone else. I'm just going to do what keeps other people happy. Meanwhile, I'm suffering in silence as far as just feeling like I'm living this mundane life to serve. And while we are here to serve, I also think you can't serve without really focusing on you too. And I've been kind of preaching that in a way, but not really living it. And so at 35, we're making a change. We are going after the things we want. We are betting on ourselves. We are stepping into new opportunities. We are, changing how we do things, because if we never make a change, we're never going to see change. I recently had wanted to create this video about reinventing myself and the process that I've been going through, the inner work I've been doing, setting the goals and really just documenting this change. And I saw a video, and I'm going to link it down below. But when I was watching the video, something that stood out was like she had the same kind of points that I was saying. But the one thing that she did have that I didn't have was this acronym that said HALT. And it stood for, are you happy? Are you angry? Are you upset? Are you lonely? Are you tired? And she was like, you really have to pinpoint what's wrong and then address it. And so I kept thinking to myself, and I was like, well, where am I at? What's wrong? Like, I have all these things that I want, basically, kind of, not everything I want, but I have a good life. And I was like, I really feel the word that keeps coming up is tired. I keep telling people I'm tired, and when I tell you no one listens, no one listens. I keep getting asked to put on more, and I'm like, I'm tired. And it's not even a good tired. It's a mentally drained tired. This summer, when I got to travel and just spend all the time in the world with my child and work a little bit, I was tired, but it was a good tired. I was tired from having so much fun, from enjoying the day from sunup to sundown. That's not the kind of tired I'm talking about. The tired I'm talking about is when you go to bed tired, you wake up tired, you have so many things on your mind, so many people are pulling on you in so many different directions. And that's how I've been feeling for the last couple of months, and even before that. And it's always tied to church and work. I feel like in the summer, I was doing less church, I was doing less work, and I wasn't as tired. And now I'm back to work, and I'm back to church and ministry, and I'm drained. And so that was the one thing. And then the other thing I pinpointed was that I feel lonely surrounded by so many people. So I have been talking about for a while making mom friends, making friends that are kind of where I'm at in life. And it's not that my friends aren't great, it's just they don't understand where I'm at. And I am the person in the friend group that calls and texts and checks on everyone and plans the outings and makes sure everyone's good. And I show up for everyone in whatever way I can. And it's draining to be that person, especially when you don't have someone reciprocating that for you, someone, even if it's someone older. I lean on my mom a lot, but it's just because she is that someone, but I also don't want to burden her as well. And so I have been saying that I want to make friends, and I haven't. And I even told a friend, like we were on a trip, and I told her, I said, one of our other friends is being really quiet, and she's like, you should check on them. And I was like, but who checks on me? I was like, no one calls me to see how I'm doing. And she's like, oh girl, you're good. And I was like, that right there, that's what I'm talking about. Like, everyone just thinks I'm good, and so no one decides, hey, it's a good idea to check on me. So that can be very lonely. Parenting solo is lonely, but it's a different kind of lonely. But that is not my biggest hang up. It's the friendships, and I know that I'm supposed to depend on God, and that in that I shouldn't feel like I'm alone. But we are social beings. We were created to be social beings. And so having that connection, having those friendships, it is almost imperative for your sanity. And at this present moment, I don't have that. And so those are the areas that I'm like, that's what I need to work on. That's what I need to fix. So I am slowly pulling back on the things that are not fulfilling me. And I am going after the things that I want. I recently applied for this Forest Squad, which is something so out of my comfort zone. And I realized, I was like, I can't keep asking God for change and then never deciding to step out into a new space or try something new. I keep saying I want to date. I do not get out there whatsoever. I don't go to events. I don't do anything. And so this year 35, is all about the stepping out of my comfort zone, stepping out of the familiar, and really going after the things of life, believing that I deserve these things, valuing myself again, saying no to the things that are not fulfilling me, not being afraid to just live life. I think that's where I've been for such a long time, is just afraid to live life, feeling like I don't deserve it, feeling like I had my chance. I don't think I've gone after anything that scares me since my pageant days. Like when that was over, I feel like a huge chunk of my life was gone, and that is when I just went into this mode of like, well, that didn't work out, so that just means I'm just meant to be, in this state and serving, and that's all that I'm getting out of life. And I no longer believe that. I'm not subscribing to that mindset. So we are in an era of saying no. We are in an era of embracing the new and the unknown and the scary. And I am bringing y'all on this journey because I know if I feel like this, I know there's somebody else. I've seen so many videos about people like navigating their 30s, navigating their 40s, and making these changes. And I think you can make this change at any time in life. I may not have brought year 35 in how I wanted. I actually wanted to be in Jamaica, but I put work first. And I put my mom first because I thought I wanted to celebrate her more than I wanted to celebrate me. And I'm still going to do that because she turned 60 this year. And that woman has gone above and beyond for me. But I also want to celebrate me. And so that's what this year is. I have been doing the consistency diaries, but I also want to like document this journey, this year of 35, this year of reinventing myself. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but embracing the new, not being afraid to just put myself out there. That has been one of my hangups for the longest time, is being afraid. And I don't want to live there anymore. I want to reinvent myself inside out, head to toe, even with like clothing. If you notice, like even if I buy new clothes, I buy clothes that are baggy and that hide the extra weight I've put on. And it's really almost like a comfort, like to hide within what I'm wearing. And so, yeah, it's going to be a journey. I'm excited for the new. I'm excited to bet on myself and believe that I deserve more. And I'm excited to bring you along. So if you like this video, if you want to see more videos like this, if you're on a similar journey, comment down below, like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.